Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. For those who are new, my name is Milou. I was born clairvoyant, which means I don't use any tools to read. I am also clairvoyant. I'm also a psychic and a medium. I'm sorry. I would like to thank Rita, Copy's mom, Linda, Pat, I Noel. If I forget anyone, I'm sorry. Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I know what's on everybody's mind today. I didn't come on last night because I wasn't surprised, but I know this is going to be shocking. But I feel like saying, I don't feel Stone is out of the woods. I feel there are going to be opportunities to send him away. I don't know how it's going to happen. It won't be under Trump. A lot of people Trump pardoned, I believe, are going to find themselves in more trouble later on. But for Stone, I saw on Twitter a couple of hours ago, somebody said it's not over, and that's how I felt since last night. It didn't bother me, but I wasn't surprised yesterday when he said something to the effect that he's going to look into it or something like that. But don't even let that bother you. A lot of things that are going on right now, and something else somebody said on Twitter, but it resonated with me. But uh, I felt it last night that Trump knows he's not going to be reelected, and he's not sure yet of what he's going to do, whether he's going to resign before the election. That's how I got it last night after he pardoned this gentleman, and I was sitting on the sofa thinking about what I just heard, and I felt that there are certain things he's doing is because, first of all, he knows he's not going to be reelected, and he knows he may resign. And I don't know how it's going to work out or when it's going to happen, but I still feel, and I also said, don't be surprised of some of the things that Trump was going to do, and this is one of them. And you know something else? Trump is a sick puppy in some ways, in the sense that, well, I'm insulting puppies now, sorry. On his mind, in his mind, he thinks doing this is another way of getting back at what the Supreme Court did to him either Wednesday or Thursday. That's his way of showing he's powerful, he can do anything he wants, and nobody's going to touch him. As long as he's president. That's part of, that was part of his motive, to show he has power. I read somewhere that Barr and Cipollone, the White House attorney, were against this commutation. You know, I believe what Nicole Wallace said. If they had any decency, they would quit. But I agree what Nicole Wallace said on Joy's show last night. It was Joy. No, Maddow show last night. They're not going to leave. And Barr still feels that he still has things he wants to do, things he wants to accomplish. And I read on Twitter that they may be thinking of charging somebody. I don't think so. Or, when I say charging, Biden and Obama, I feel this is so ridiculous. I know some of you will probably ask me about that. No, it's not going to happen. I don't see it. And Trump would really be looking, and Barr, looking for trouble. So, although they are, and intuitively I feel, in major trouble already. So, I don't feel they may attack other people from the Obama administration trying to create controversy, trying to help Trump. To be honest with you guys, intuitively, and my prediction is, regardless of what they do, whatever there is another attorney general, he has someplace from Connecticut, from what I understand, I forget his name, that he's who's investigating. They are spinning their wheels. They can fabricate things, but I don't feel it's going to work. Thank you, Carmen Quinones. I really appreciate the super chat. Hello from Boston, Carmen. I mean, Carmen is in Boston. That's what Carmen wrote at the bottom of the super chat. Thank you very much. And you know, regardless of what they do, it's not going to help Trump. The other thing I keep watching. Leader Pelosi was on TV last night after he pardoned Stone, after Trump pardoned Stone. For some reason, I feel this woman is up to something. I'm not quite sure what it is. She may not do anything before the election. Excuse me. She may not do anything before the election, but I feel like saying that she has something up her sleeves. There is going to be a surprise for Trump, but it's possibly going to be after he's out of office. When I look at Nancy Pelosi, what I'm getting intuitively is someone who knows a lot more than we know. And she's pretty confident, number one, that Trump is going to lose. Number two, things are going to happen. And like I said the other day, some Democrats are already, well, they've mentioned it on TV, and I knew that. I've mentioned it to you guys, that they're gonna have either special prosecutors or some kind of body that's gonna be looking at everything that happened during the Trump administration. So I feel there is something, those Democrats in the leadership have something up their sleeves. That's what I feel intuitively. We'll see that when that comes out. And yes, Trump will try to pardon or commute other people's sentences. But you know, as I'm saying this, I'm seeing Trump. I don't know when this is going to happen, guys. I'm seeing Trump passing the baton to Pence. This is very interesting. But I feel like saying, guys, don't let these things raise your blood pressure. Don't get angry. I did not get angry. I mean, I wasn't surprised. And no, I didn't get angry. The only thing I keep getting is he is only digging the hole deeper for himself. That's what I keep getting. So I wouldn't worry about it. And there is one more thing I want to mention, and then I will read for the chat. There is a young lady from Texas who went to a COVID infection party. It seems like someone was positive for COVID, and a number of them went to the party to see who was going to, how infectious the virus was. And I was reading, I believe it was Ross' story. Before she passed, she told the nurse that she thinks she made a mistake, and she thought the virus was a hoax. So, and you know something? Unfortunately, a lot of people from the Trump base are going to have similar thoughts because they think they are invincible, or they've been listening to Fox and Trump calling this thing a hoax, and they are going to be paying the price with their lives, unfortunately. And that's when I feel like this woman, I'm sure intuitively, I feel she's had an impact on some people who refuse to wear the mask. And as more of those stories come out, more people from the Trump base will start wearing the mask. And I feel that's going to help, but it's going to take a few more weeks for that to happen. That is my prediction, and that will also affect how soon the curve is flattened in Arizona and Texas and Florida. So it's going to be interesting to watch. And I believe somebody asked me a question. Let me see. Okay. No. Okay. I will answer questions now. And please, everyone, please don't call unless I call your name. And today's Saturday. I try to keep my intuitive impression of what's going on short. So if you have questions, whether it's I will say something about this in a second. If you have personal questions or political questions, please feel free to post them. I will call your name, but please don't call because, you don't want to jump in front of somebody if they posted a question and I call their names. Okay, so don't call unless I call your name. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, Faith and the Winnie is saying, Milu, yeah, Trump has gone crazy as you predicted. Absolutely. I am not surprised. He's doing all these things, and I still feel he's only digging the hole deeper for himself because, and another thing, as I'm saying, he's only digging the hole deeper for himself. I read a little while ago where he said he cannot change his mind when it comes to the mask because he's of his base. He is concerned that his base won't take him seriously or they will turn on him or something like that. Of course, you're a liar. You know what I mean? And I don't know why people, I turned on Twitter about a couple of minutes before I came on, bunch of pictures all over, bunch of tweets with Trump wearing a mask as if people care. I don't care Trump is wearing a mask. It's too late now. He should have done that since the end of February, March. So I'm waiting for CNN to say, something positive about that. Anyway. Let's see. I am going to scroll for questions. Let's see. Rochelle is saying, question Milu, Trump could call state of emergency and martial law, which would delay the election. I don't know. I am not seeing that. It's I've heard a lot of people on Twitter mentioning that, but from what I understand, according to the Constitution, January 21st, whether there is an election or not, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but intuitively, I don't see it, okay? Because Florida and Arizona and those places are going to be able to, it's getting really bad. So something is going to have to be done in those areas, okay? The second thing is, by that time, they will have at least, they're going to have to do what Cuomo did in New York and change the trajectory of the curve. Instead of rising, it's going to be dropping until they flatten it. The thing is, according to Twitter, lawyers on Twitter, they said, whether there's an election or whatever Trump does, January 21st, this is done. He's done. So he can do whatever he wants. That's the way I heard it. So I may be wrong in interpreting what I saw on Twitter, but that's what I heard. Okay. Yes, Greta, he's wearing a face mask, and I don't understand why it's all over the news. This is absolutely, that doesn't make sense. The media is so gullible and dumb, these people. Oh my God, some of them. Uh, Sydney Etta is saying, "Hi Milou, my husband has workers' comp case. Will he get a decent settlement?" I feel like saying yes. So, but I hope he gets a lawyer. Okay, Sydney. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for questions. Oh, that's interesting. Dusty Rose says, Milu, the pardon came through. Now, when he goes back before the judge on different charges, and he will, oh yeah, that's coming. He cannot claim the fifth when asked, really, when asked about Trump and the family. Trump is, oh yeah, Trump has issues. You're right. I've heard something like that on Twitter that I'm reading that you post that. Okay. Oh, Connie Brown, citizen in each state where there was an unnecessary surge due to governor's mismanagement should sue. I don't know about suing, but you know something? I was the young lady I mentioned earlier who crossed, but before she crossed, she said she thought she made a mistake. People like her, I feel, will be suing Fox News, among others, for calling this a hoax. And these people, those poor people, I mean, she's 31 years old. I know, you know, immaturity played a big part in this, but I've mentioned before, Fox News has some things coming to them after Trump is gone. So it's gonna be good to watch. Okay. Let's see. Hi Diana Para, sorry. How are you? Okay, let's see. I'm looking for a question. Let me scroll back down. Patricia, okay, Franzino is asking for Kay. Will her sister be okay? She's worried over health issues. I feel like saying yes. And is there something with chest involved here? I'm getting that, but I mean, as long as she works with her doctors, and I'm not seeing smoke, so thank God. Oh my God. Greeters has a post. Sandra Jones wants to know her brother-in-law has COVID. Will he be okay? It's gonna be tough though, but I'm not seeing somebody transitioning. So let's keep our fingers crossed, okay? Thank you, Martin Smee, 0813. Thank you very much for your generosity and the super chat. I really appreciate it. Okay. Harley's mom Hall said, is Don Jr. going to get the virus since his girlfriend has it? I am surprised, although I mean, one of my clients, her boyfriend had it and she didn't have it, and they both got tested. She doesn't even have the antibody, so very good chance he probably escaped scot-free. But I'm not seeing him getting it, if that's the question. No, I'm not seeing him getting it. But it's very interesting how couples, one has it and the other one didn't catch it. I don't understand it, but thank God. But I'm not seeing Don Jr. having it yet. If I see it, believe me, you guys will be the first one for me to tell. Okay. B Spirit is asking, I have applied to several teaching jobs in my district, but I haven't heard anything. Will I get a teaching position? I feel like saying yes. I don't know if it's in your district, but I'm seeing you walking around as if you're going to go to school to teach, or you're a teacher. I'm sorry, I don't know. Am I saying this right? I feel like saying yes, but I don't know if it's in your district. So hang in there. Good luck. Thank you, Annie T. Oaks, for the super chat and your generosity. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Martin Reed, for your generosity and the super chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh my God. Let's see. Oh my God. Sammy B, I wish I knew. Sammy B is asking, when will they allow elective surgeries to be performed again in Texas? I'm getting 2, and I don't feel it's 2 weeks. So, and let me say this. Let me see. We're in July, August, September. Probably sometime in September when when those Trump supporters stop being selfish, when they made it a requirement for people to cover their faces, well, to wear a mask. And it's going to happen. That's when I feel things will be back to normal, just like in New York. So I'm getting 2 though. I don't think it's 2 weeks. So it's more like 2 months to me. Let's see, I'm scrolling up. Yep, a lot of people have been, with the kids stuff, that, crazy Trump wants to send people's kids to school. This is, I don't think this is going to happen. A lot of people ask me that question. Do I see kids like the normal way they're going to go to school? I don't see this is happening at all. Trump is looking for people to really go crazy on him. So I don't think so. Okay. Let's see. I am scrolling up. What was that? Oh my God. For Murray, Patricia Fandino for Murray H. Grandmother tried to commit suicide at 10. Abusive parents. When will she see her daughter again? Been over 5 years. Oh, my friend. Let's put it this way. I don't feel it's going to be soon. So, for some reason, I feel like saying late teens. Okay? Right now, I don't see it at all. Okay. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. Deborah says parents should all write Trump a letter saying their kids' doctor are saying their kids shouldn't go to school because they have bone spurs. That's a good one. Okay. Bodika is asking Milo, what is Bill Barr's October surprise? I don't know. I mean, the only thing Barr has going and is the investigation. Let me say this. It does not matter what Bill Barr says at this point, or Trump accuses anybody, or Bill Barr accuses anybody of doing. It's not going to have any effect. And to believe you, that's how I feel. If they could, they would. If they think they're going to pull what they did on Hillary, right about a month or so before the election, Comey came out and said he's going to reinvestigate servers. It's not going to work. You know, I mean, people who are in the Trump space, some of them are never going to leave. So those people will go for this type of thing. But beyond that, Barr has lost all credibility, and intuitively I feel Trump has zero credibility, except among his base, unless they were able to prove. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how this is going to work, but I can tell you intuitively, it doesn't matter if they have a surprise. Obviously, something is going on because he has somebody investigating. But you know something? Barr is very, very worried. So, and yes, Barr is going to have legal problems. And yes, he will end up behind bars. A lot of people who work for Trump or have anything to do with Trump, a lot of them, if they did anything illegal, there's going to be a price. So, and Barr knows he has a target on his back. Even if, from what I understand, well, I don't know how this works, so I'm not going to try to explain it. But intuitively, I feel the next Congress, oh boy, let me tell you guys, the next House Speaker is not going to be like Nancy Pelosi. I mean, I am not saying Nancy Pelosi has done a bad job. She's done a fantastic job. But they lack aggressivity. The next House Speaker and the next Attorney General, I don't know who that's going to be. But I'll tell you guys, they're going to make sure this does not happen again. And people, and it's going to be an example that's going to be set on the Trump crew. Those who thumb their nose at Congress, people like Barr who went lie with impunity, okay, there are going to be consequences. And it's because they're going to set examples so that people don't try it again. And also there are going to be laws, and I said that way before. That was one of my predictions, and I heard he's from California, and he was in charge of the prosecutors during the impeachment. You guys know who I'm talking about. He was on Maddow last night, I believe it was Maddow, and he said something to the fact that they are going to put a body together to look at over everything. So the notion that these people think they're going to get away with this, it's not going to happen. Texas Lieutenant Governor Bernie Griswold is saying Texas Lieutenant Governor will he turn against the people for profit? This guy is such a lowlife. Don't be surprised about anything. He does. I can't believe this guy said, I mean, who does he think he is? There are better things. There are better things. I feel there are better things to do than being alive or enjoying life or something to that along that line. I mean, I'm not those Republicans. Well, they think they got anyway, so that's why. Okay, let's see. I am looking for one more question. Johnny S. is saying, Milo, do you see anyone with first-hand knowledge? Trump knew the virus was real and not a hoax, and he ignored the science intentionally. Do you see them testify against them? Absolutely. Trump he knew. The reason why, and it was said on TV, and it resonated with me intuitively. The reason why Trump allowed this to get to this point is because he knew, okay, if he did anything, or if he didn't say call it a hoax, he would have to shut down, at least manage at least try to manage the outbreak by shutting down the country and affect the markets. And since the economy is the only thing he had to run on, that's why he didn't want to accept the virus is real. Because people, I mean, guys, the guy is president. He knows. He was told a number of times, okay, about what was going on in Wuhan. And also the virus was in Europe. He knew. He knew the virus was here. He simply did not want to shut down the economy. Since, I mean, obviously, if you look at his behavior now, today was the first day he wore a mask to Walter Reed. I think he's trying to wiggle his way because people in the red states are dying. That's why he did this. Well, first of all, at Walter Reed, you never know. That's what I feel. First of all, he wants to show the military he has respect for them, so he's wearing a mask. It's too late. Number two, it's good to have it while working in the hospital. I'm sure they have COVID patients there, so it's a safety thing. But Trump that's his way of backing off calling this thing a hoax, because people are dying in the red states, and those Republican governors who called it a hoax or refused to do anything to slow the spread of this thing will lose the seats, period. And some of them will probably have to go before the next election, like DeSantis. There's a very good chance, I feel, DeSantis may have to go before his next election. So, yes, he knew very, very well. It was a selfish decision, and we are paying the price for it. Our families, not us, we have to be very careful. We don't contract this thing, because it's, if you forget yourself, which can happen, the virus will take advantage. So, okay, friends, thank you very much for spending some time with me. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. If you like the channel, if you are not a subscriber and you like the channel, please subscribe. Also, tap on the bell in order for you to be notified when I'm online or when I post a video. If you would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video. And also, tap on the bell in order to be notified when I'm online, or did I say that, or when I post a video? I'm losing track here because I'm seeing pictures. Till Monday, I will see you. Bye.